There are plumbers in Orange County, California, right here where I live, that are spending over $50,000 a month on Yelp advertising. $50,000 every single month. As a premier partner with Yelp, we've seen the confidential data and can confirm this. And these plumbers aren't doing it because they love writing checks. They're doing it because the return on that investment is massive. Now, if you're a local business owner and you just rolled your eyes at the word Yelp, I get it. I hear the complaints all the time. Yelp hides my reviews. Their salespeople are terrible. It's a scam. But here's the thing. Most businesses that say Yelp doesn't work have never actually advertised on Yelp with a premier advertising agency partner. They've only upgraded their profile, and there is a huge difference. So today, I'm going to break down exactly why Yelp is one of the biggest untapped opportunities for many local service businesses, what most people get wrong, and how an agency partner helps clients absolutely crush it on the platform. All right, let's address the elephant in the room first, the Yelp review algorithm. This is the number one complaint I hear from business owners. Why does Yelp hide my good reviews? Here's what's actually happening. Yelp has a recommendation algorithm that evaluates every single review that's posted. It looks at things like how many reviews a person has written before, how active they are on the platform, the completeness of their user profile, and other behavioral signals. If a review comes from a brand new account with no photo, no friends, and zero other reviews, yeah, Yelp's flagging it. That review doesn't get removed, by the way. It's still there. It's just removed to a not recommended section. Now, is this system perfect? Probably not. Sometimes a legitimate review from a real customer gets filtered out, and I know that can be so frustrating. But here's the other side of that coin, and this is the part nobody ever talks about. That same algorithm is what keeps businesses from gaming the system. It prevents companies from having employees, friends, and family upload their profile with 5-star reviews that mean absolutely nothing. And that's what makes Yelp's reviews more credible than pretty much any other platform out there. When a consumer goes on Yelp and sees a business with a 4.5-star rating and 40 recommended reviews, they can trust that those reviews are from real customers with real experiences. And that trust is the entire foundation of why Yelp advertising works so well. The people searching on Yelp are high-intent buyers. They're not casually browsing. They need a plumber or an electrician right now. They need an attorney this week. They need a pest control company today. They trust what they see on the platform. Let me put this into perspective for you with something every business owner understands: cost per lead. On platforms like Google Ads, you're competing against every other advertiser bidding on the same keywords. In competitive service industries, a single click can cost you $15, $20, $30 or more. And that's just a click. That person might bounce off your website in 2 seconds. On Yelp, the leads are fundamentally different. When someone reaches out through Yelp, whether it's through the request a quote feature, a direct message, or a phone call, that person has already looked at your profile, read your reviews, and decided they want to talk to you. That's a warm lead. That's someone who's ready to buy. On top of that, Yelp has a built-in request a quote feature that sends leads directly to a business. Many business owners don't even realize this exists or how powerful it is when paired with a proper advertising strategy. And here's the kicker. The businesses winning on Yelp aren't just throwing money at it. They've built internal systems to immediately respond to those leads and convert them into paying customers. And response time, it matters more than you think. Studies show that if you respond to a lead within 5 minutes, your chances of converting that lead skyrocket. Wait an hour, you've probably already lost them. And one of the benefits of working with an agency is being able to set up an autoresponder that connects you instantaneously to a prospect. Now, let me tell you where the bad reputation actually comes from, because there's some truth to it. Yelp has a massive sales team. Reps call businesses every single day, and honestly, a lot of those calls are not great. The typical Yelp sales rep is working off a script, trying to hit their numbers, and their goal is to get a business signed up fast. So what usually happens is this. A business owner gets the call, agrees to try Yelp, and the rep signs them up for profile enhancements. Maybe a slideshow on their profile, maybe a call to action button, maybe the ability to remove competitor ads from their page. And that's it. That's all they do. No advertising strategy, no geographic targeting, no lead management, no coaching, no optimization, nothing. The business spends a few $100 a month, doesn't see any real increase in leads, and 6 months later they cancel and say, Yelp doesn't work. But here's the truth, that business never actually advertised on Yelp. They paid for profile upgrades, which in isolation do very little to create a proper lead funnel. It's like putting a fresh coat of paint on a storefront that's on a dead-end street. Yeah, it looks nice, but nobody's walking by. Real Yelp advertising means you're showing up in search results when someone in your service area types in what you do. That's the game. And most businesses that tried Yelp never actually played it. So who's actually winning on Yelp? The list might surprise you. Attorneys, plumbers, general contractors, electricians, HVAC companies, window washers, mobile detailers, pest control companies, moving companies, storage facilities, landscapers, roofers, personal injury attorneys, family law attorneys, and the list goes on and on. Basically, if you're a local service business and your customers search for what you do before they buy, Yelp is a fit. And let me circle back to those plumbers spending $50,000 a month. They didn't start there. Nobody does. They started with a much smaller budget, maybe $1,000, maybe $2,000 a month. They tested it. They saw the leads coming in. They built systems to handle those leads. They tracked their numbers. And over time, as the ROI proved itself, they scaled up. That's how it works. You don't need $50,000 to get started. You need the right strategy, the right setup, and a commitment to working the leads that actually come in. So this is where I tell you about what we do here at MediaTamer, and I'm not going to pitch you. I'm just going to tell you how we operate because I think it speaks for itself. And it might help you if you find another premier agency in the country. MediaTamer is a Yelp premier partner. That's not just a badge we put on our website. It means we have a direct relationship with Yelp, access to tools and support that regular advertisers don't get, and a track record of managing successful campaigns. When a client comes to us, the first thing we do is completely revamp their Yelp profile. We optimize everything: photos, business description, categories, service offerings. We make sure that when a potential customer lands on that profile, it's doing everything it possibly can to convert that visit into a lead. Then we build the actual advertising strategy. We lock in geographic radiuses so your ad dollars aren't being wasted showing your business to people 3 cities away who will never hire you. We make sure every dollar is spent with the highest possible efficiency. But the thing that really sets us apart, and I'm going to be totally transparent here, this is our unfair advantage. It's our proprietary autoresponder. We're one of only a handful of Yelp partner agencies that have built our own API-integrated auto-response system. And what that means for our clients is this. When a lead comes in through Yelp, that person is immediately contacted and nurtured. Not in an hour, not when somebody checks their email, immediately. Remember what I said about response time? This is where it matters most. While your competitor is checking their Yelp messages, at the end of the day, our clients' leads are already being engaged within seconds. And on top of that, we coach our clients on how to manage leads and close more business. Because getting the lead is only half the battle. Converting that lead into a paying customer, that's where the real money is made. Okay, before I wrap up, I want to talk about something that supports everything else we've discussed: your review strategy. We know the algorithm favors reviews from active Yelp users. So the worst thing you can do is ask every single customer to go leave you a Yelp review if they've never used the platform before. Those reviews are the most likely to get filtered out, and then you're frustrated all over again. Instead, here's what smart businesses do. After you deliver a great experience, ask your customer if they use Yelp. If they say yes, encourage them to share their experience. If they don't use Yelp, point them to Google or another platform where their review will actually stick. You want to be strategic, not desperate. Quality over quantity. A handful of recommended reviews from active Yelp users is worth far more than 20 filtered reviews from first-time accounts. And here's a bonus tip. always respond to your reviews, every single one, the good ones and especially the bad ones. Yelp's algorithm takes business engagement into account, and potential customers absolutely notice when a business takes the time to respond personally. Look, here's the bottom line. Yelp is not a scam. It's not a broken platform. It's one of the most powerful lead generation tools available to local service businesses if you use it correctly. Most businesses that have a bad experience with Yelp were never set up for success in the first place. They were sold a profile upgrade by a rep who didn't care what happened next, and they walked away thinking the whole platform was a waste of money. But the businesses that do it right, the ones that invest in real advertising, optimize their profiles, respond to leads fast, and build systems around converting those leads, they're seeing incredible returns. Attorneys, plumbers, contractors, electricians, and dozens of other local service industries are building their business on Yelp every single day. If you want to find out whether Yelp advertising makes sense for your specific business, we'd love to talk. Click the link in the description to get a free consultation where we'll look at your current Yelp profile, your market, your competition, and give you an honest assessment of what's possible. No pressure, no hard sell, just real information so you can make the right decision for your business. And drop a comment below if you have a question. Hit subscribe if you want more content like this about growing your local business. And if you're ready to talk, again, the link to schedule a call with our team is in the description. We'll see you next time.